What's gone wrong with teachers these days? Recently, two teachers at the same school in Utah have confessed to sex with the same 14-year-old boy. Linda Neff, age 46, had been carrying on with the boy, then 13, for a year. Val-Lynn Bowers, age 39, began her sexual relationship with him after Neff and the boy broke up. According to the New York Post, teachers and staff having sex with students is on the rise. There's something very wrong with our society when the sacred trust of our children is violated. What were those teachers thinking when they chose to have sex with a minor? Were they thinking only of themselves? Teachers have a lot of influence over students and must be held accountable for how they treat those in their care. Here's another example of a female teacher who loved her students. A little over 50 years ago, a Johns Hopkins professor gave a group of graduate students this assignment. Go to the slums, take 200 boys between the ages of 12 and 16, and investigate their background and environment, then predict their chances for the future. The students, after consulting social statistics, talking to the boys, and compiling much data, concluded that 90% of the boys would spend some time in jail. 25 years later, another group of graduate students was given the job of testing the prediction. They went to the slum area. Some of the boys, now men, were still there. A few had died, some had moved away, but they got in touch with 180 out of the original 200. They found that only 4 of the group had ever been sent to jail. Why was it that these men who lived in a breeding place of crime had such a surprisingly good record? The researchers were continually told, well, there was a teacher. They pressed further and found that in 75% of the cases, it was the same woman. The researchers went to this teacher, now living in a home for retired teachers. How had she exerted this remarkable influence over a group of slum children? Could she give them any reason why these boys should have remembered her? She said, no, I really couldn't. Then, thinking back over the years, she said musingly, more to herself than to her questioners, I loved those boys. What a great example of a teacher who really cared, and it made a difference. She didn't take advantage of her position, but used her position to help her students succeed in life. What a contrast to the two who used their influence to corrupt a young boy and create future problems for him in life. We read in the scriptures that teachers will be held more accountable. We also find that one who has a responsibility for others must be faithful in that responsibility. The Apostle Paul wrote this under God's inspiration. Moreover, it is required in stewards that one be found faithful. For those who faithfully teach and care for our students, we offer gratitude and respect. For those who've gone wild, we say, shame on you. Your students deserve better. For GN Magazine, I'm Gary Antion.